Welcome back to Garage Tuning. We got a new bike. Check it out. I went and picked up a CFMOTO Ibex 450. You may ask yourself, well, Garage, you have a fast Daytona. What on earth would you want one of these things for? Well, let me tell you right now. That is because this thing is the most fun bike that I've ever been on. Yeah, but the roof's caving in. There's a big old hole over there. I'm going to make the claim, and we're going to talk about it a little bit, but this is the best beginner bike on the market. Your R3, your Ninja 400 and 500, they're stupid. This thing is way better. I don't care what level rider you are, you should buy one of these things. It's a dirt bike, kind of. It's going to do some things that your stupid old R3 can't do that you can do on one of these. It's also super quiet. You can barely hear it. It kind of echoes in here. It's not bad. Let's see your sport bike do this. So let's get back into it. I'm going to talk about the beginner sport bike class because, frankly, I think they're kind of dumb. What makes a sport bike fun is that they're fast and they handle well. However, when you have a beginner bike like an R3, they're not really fast, and the geometry of the ways those are set up is really nothing like the super sports are. I mean, my Daytona isn't even quite set up like it, but it is sportier. It's more designed to be fun on the street, a good sport bike for the street. This is a cool little area. I've only been down here once, and it was years and years ago. What makes this bike so much fun is, frankly, stuff like this. It's not fast, but you don't expect an adventure bike like this to be fast. You buy one to do goofy stuff like this. However, it's awesome for a beginner because it's light between your legs. The seat height is low on this thing. Not to mention that, you can buy a crash cage for it, which I have one on the way. It's just not in yet. So you can drop it, and it's not going to hurt anything. Speaking of the crash cage, I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy until we get it, because I'm not afraid to drop it, but I'd really prefer to not mess up my fairings. I'll be honest, I was a sport bike guy, and I really kind of thought the adventure things were a little cringy. But now that I own one, and you can do just random hooligan stuff like this is fun. This is really fun. You might be asking yourself, why'd you buy a CFMOTO? One, because this thing is super cheap. When it comes to new bikes, this is one of the cheapest bikes you can buy brand new. Check us out right here. You hold this little button down, off-road mode. I've only owned this bike for a few days now, but it's really opened my eyes up. Really used to the whole sport bike scene where as you're going along, you're just trying to find like fun, either like a fun twisty road, or you're trying to find like a good open straight where you can kind of open it up. But with this, it's opened my eyes. I'm like riding along and I'll look around and go, huh, I wonder what's over there. Kind of like this right now, just like, we'll go check it out. The old Ibex 450 here, it's got plenty of power to get you around off-road, but like not so much that you're going to get yourself in trouble. I was going back and forth and debating this or the Tenere 700. This thing really comes out at about half the price of a Tenere. And I would argue that it's just as much fun with a little bit less power. I think the Tenere on road would be more fun. If in like your area, if you're going to be mainly doing road riding, I think the Tenere would be more fun. Like off-roading stuff, I don't think you really need the whole 80 horsepower. Like this little bike here does just fine. And it feels lighter between your legs too. You can see, like, it's not fast, but it'll definitely cruise right along. And doing 70 miles an hour is very comfortable. Like this thing, it doesn't vibrate, it just kind of rolls and cruises and, you know, does this thing. I love it. Like this thing is hands down more fun than my Daytona. I'm not getting rid of the Daytona. That still has its place and purpose. But this thing, it's just totally opened my eyes up to like what you can do while riding a motorcycle. Just cruise along and kind of like see something like, huh, I wonder what's over there. Let's go check it out. I can throw this bike into a corner just as well as I can on the Daytona. Like it handles, turns it a little slow, but once it picks a line, it really sticks with it. You're gonna have that with the big old front wheel, just the geometry of it. As you see here, we got a little curve here. We're doing 70. I would take this a little bit faster on the sport bike, but I mean, it really just kind of picks a line and stays with it. It's a very confidence-inspiring bike. Even like on gravel. The first day I bought it, I was out riding around in the middle of the night because the headlight on this thing is amazing. Just cruising around on dirt roads, and it's so planted on dirt. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna get myself in trouble because I was getting very confident in it very quickly. For a street bike, there's nothing more you need. I think as a beginner, you would buy this bike and never really feel the need to go, I want more. There's so much you can do with this thing that really there's nothing more you need. Now I know people are gonna want power and they're gonna want to go fast because that's the cool thing. I've got something with power that goes pretty quick relatively for a 600, I don't got a 1000, so I don't know what that kind of power is. The streets, the 600 is a ton of fun. It's got plenty of power. Anytime you really ring out a gear on that thing, you're already speeding. But on this thing, man, you can just bang gears and have fun. And it's so playful. Like, it's ridiculous. You can just pull on the throttle, and it's not that bad. It doesn't feel like it's lacking power. Like, it doesn't really feel slow. The really cool thing I want to throw in there about CFMOTO, they don't just build the bike. They go out there and build like the whole aftermarket scene that you would want for it. I bought the crash cages through them, the beefier skid plate. There's a little protector for like your caliper up front. I ordered one of those. There it is. That's what I want to go to. You know, I rode over to this thing on the Daytona, and I rolled up to it and noticed that it was all gravel, and I said, well, I don't really want to do that because this bike on gravel is really not all that fun. But this bike, however, is an absolute ton of fun, and it handles the gravel just fine. It does it really, really well, and I'm pretty sure that it does allow for vehicles back here. Speed limit 10 miles an hour. No vehicles on grass. All right, we just gotta keep off the grass and we're good. The nice thing is this bike is very quiet right now with the stock exhaust, so we're not disturbing the peace of all these lovely people over here. We're just gonna roll around through and go see what's back here. Like I said, I came over here on the sport bike one day and I was like, you know what? I want to go back there and see that. And then I seen this, all this dirt and stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Let's see you do this in your R3 for fun. Huh? That's what I'm saying. This Ibex 450 is the best beginner bike. Like I said, not only can you get the crash cages for it, drop it, it's fast enough on this style platform of bike. It doesn't feel slow. It feels very, very just well balanced. If you were someone that flew RC planes, this would be a really cool area to go to. You see, this bike is a bike that makes you want to take your license plate off to do things like that, just in case there's cameras around. You know what I'm saying? Let's climb down the dirt. Little gravel road right here. Oh, it's so much fun to spin the tire up in this thing. It's so playful and so light. Like, it's not enough horsepower to really scare yourself with. Man, this is a whole lot over here. This is cool. It's all freshly paved, too. See, this is where this bike shines. You can come up and just play around and do stuff like this, and you're not disturbing anybody. This is awesome. There's another area over there. You got like your own personal little friggin' racetrack. I mean, like, look how playful this thing is. You can have so much fun on one of these. Oh, see, there's a cool little section right there. Let's go up and wrap around through that. Go up around over here. Up over here. Now, see, these are things that you could definitely do on a different sport bike, but I really don't think for the money that you're going to find a more fun bike than this right here. I'm going to be a firm believer in that. Oh, hey, what's over here? This is such a cool little area, man. So yeah, folks, if you're a person looking to get into riding, you just seen how much fun we had. Just throwing this thing around on road. It handles so good. It's so confidence inspiring too, like the riding position. I will say, when I did get mine, the only thing I've done so far to this is I took the bars and I rotated them up a little bit. For like me personally, they were kind of swept a little far back. I like them a little higher up, especially when you're standing up doing stuff like that. Other than that, I think I might have tightened the throttle up. Yeah, I tightened the throttle up a little bit because it had a lot of play to it. But that's all I've done to this bike. It's completely stock as you get it. And you've seen like how much fun this is, just ripping around, having a good time. Even if you're a person that's got a sport bike like me and you were curious about maybe getting in the market or doing something different, you got to get yourself one of these. Like, this is such a good time. But that's going to be all for the video today, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.